In this video I show you how to crochet a cloud. What we need for this cloud is cotton yarn. I always take something thinner, a matching crochet hook, a wool needle, a pair of scissors and some filler material. As always, you can find the links to the components on my website. The cloud consists of two parts, which we crochet one by one. At the end, we close these parts with the help of slip stitches. But let's start at the beginning. We start with the first part, which we crochet twice. I will show it to you once in this video. We are going to start with the first loop. By the way, you can also find instructions on the basics like initial loops and single crochet in my channel. Now chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now we crochet the chain of stitches back in single crochet. We start in the second chain stitch. One and another 5 additional stitches until we arrive at the end. And 6. We turn everything and start the new row by chaining 1. We crochet in the first stitch, so here 2 single crochet. Four single crochet follow. In the last remaining stitch, crochet a total of 2 stitches. 1 and another single crochet in the same stitch. We turn everything and start over by chaining 1. Also in this round we crochet 2 single crochet in the first stitch again. And 2. 6 single crochet follow. And 6. In the last stitch we crochet 2 single crochet again. We turn back and start to chain 1. In this round we crochet 9 single crochet, so in each stitch 1 single crochet. There should be a stitch left and in this we crochet 2 stitches again. We turn the whole thing and start the new round again by chaining 1. 11 single crochet follow. 10, and 11. Connected to this, we now chain 7. We turn the whole thing and work the chain of stitches back with single crochet in each stitch. We start in the second chain stitch. At the end of this row you should have crocheted 17 single crochet. Six and further single crochet to the end of the row. And 17. We turn everything back and start to chain 1. Sixteen single crochet follow. Fifteen and 16. In the last stitch, crochet 2 single crochet again. We turn and start by chaining 1 again. Then crochet a total of 2 single crochet into the first stitch. Seventeen single crochet follow until we arrived at the end of the row. And the last 17. Turn everything and start new by chaining 1. We crochet a row of single crochet to the end. (18) and 19. We turn the whole thing again. The row we just made, we repeat a total of 4 times. Go forward and then back to the top. Each row we always start with 1 chain stitch. This is followed by 19 single crochet. We turn and start the new row by chaining 1. In this row we crochet the first and the second stitch together to form one single crochet. Therefore, we pierce the needle through the first stitch as usual and get the thread on the other side. But now we do not finish the stitch but start directly with the second. Now we finish both stitches by pulling the thread through both loops. Now 17 single crochet follow to the end of the row. (16) and 17. We turn and start again by chaining 1. 16 single crochet follow. (15) and 16. Now crochet the last 2 remaining stitches together to form a single crochet. We pierce in the first stitch, get the thread and do not finish the stitch. We immediately get into the second stitch and get the thread there as well. Then we turn the thread over and pull it through all the loops on the needle. We turn and start again by chaining 1. Again, crochet the first and second stitch together to form one single crochet. This is followed by 15 single crochet until the end. (14) and 15. We turn back and start the new round with one chain stitch. 14 single crochet follow. (13) and 14. We leave the last 2 stitches open and turn the whole thing back. We start by chaining 1. In the first stitch we crochet a total of 2 single crochet. 1 and another single crochet in the same stitch. 13 single crochet follow until we arrive at the back. 12 and 13. We turn everything and start again with a chain stitch. 15 single crochet follow until we arrive at the end. Fourteen and 15. Turn everything and start with one chain stitch again. In this round, crochet 2 single crochet in the first stitch again. 1 and another in the same stitch. 14 single crochet follow until we arrive at the back. Thirteen and 14. We turn everything again and start new by chaining 1. Now 16 single crochet follow. Fifteen and 16. We turn again and work one chain stitch. In this row, we crochet the first and second stitch together again to form a single crochet. 14 single crochet follow. Thirteen and 14. We turn the whole thing and crochet again one chain stitch. 13 single crochet follow. Twelve and 13. Crochet the last 2 stitches together to form a single crochet. We turn again and start by chaining 1 again. Crochet the first 2 stitches together to form a single crochet. 12 single crochet follow in this row. 11 and 12. We turn one more time and crochet a total of 3 rows, each 11 single crochet back and forth. We start each by chaining 1. Ten and 11. At this point we turn everything to the other side and repeat the last round with the 11 stitches twice. We start both rows by chaining 1. This is how it looks now. We start the next round again with 1 chain stitch. 9 single crochet follow. Nine. There are 2 stitches left which we crochet into 1 single crochet. We turn and start anew by chaining 1. Crochet the first and second stitch together again. 6 single crochet follow. Here too we crochet the last 2 stitches together again. We turn and start the last round again with 1 chain stitch. We crochet the first and second stitch together into single crochet. 4 single crochet. And crochet the last 2 stitches together once again to form a single crochet. For me this was the second part of the cloud, which is why I'm leaving the thread now. In the first part you now chain 1, cut off the thread and secure it. You should now, like me, have crocheted 2 pieces. Finally we have to sew these 2 parts together. We take the part where we did not cut the thread and place it on the second part so that both threads meet at the top. We connect both parts at this point with the help of a chain stitch. I always like to turn it around now because at the end it is easier to fill in at this point and close it afterwards. But that's a matter of taste and everyone can handle it for themselves. In addition, it is easier to start in this direction because you can see the stitches better. So now we lay both flush over each other and crochet both parts together with the help of slip stitches. So we continue stitch by stitch. At the corner we also crochet further slip stitches. We crochet the slip stitches around the cloud until we arrive at this point. Then we fill the cloud with filling cotton so that it's really nice and firm. Then we pick up the thread and crochet the rest of the cloud with the help of slip stitches. When we get back to the beginning, we work another final slip stitch in the first chain stitch. Chain 1. At this point we can pull out the thread and cut it off. By pulling the thread through the chain stitch, we knotted it at the same time. Now we thread the remaining thread on a wool needle and hide it inside the cloud. We can cut off what survives here. Done is the cloud. I hope you liked the tutorial and you leave me a like here. If you prefer to read the text instructions, you will find it on my website.